Hi. So this is 3 years later from the video that I made when we first moved into the house, and I thought I would show a little bit of the progress in the last 3 years. It's a sunny day in February here in Maricopa, Arizona. It's a little chillier than normal. It's in the 60s and a little bit windy. Usually it's a little warmer usually this time of year, in the mid-70s, but it's still pretty pleasant. So anyway, I'm going to take you on a little tour. So let's see if I can turn this around. Oh gosh. Not sure how to do this. Here we go. Couldn't figure out how to turn the camera around. So there's our mailbox, and let me see if I can pull back. I'm down at the end of the driveway to show some of the changes. We put up a nice arch with Ave Maria, gratia plena, ora pro nobis. Our Lady protects our property. She protects us and our children and grandchildren. We consecrate everything to her. She crushes the head of Satan. Anyway, let's see here. So, I don't know. I'm just going to pan down a little bit up here along the road frontage. So lots of work still going on. You know, John and I, we love a project. So I'm going to be walking up the driveway and take you around outside. I'm trying to recreate the same video, but I didn't look at it, so I'm not sure exactly if it's, you know, it's like the before and after. So anyway, I think I took that video in February also 3 years ago. Anyway, I'm going to turn it off. I'll upload them all together on YouTube. Okay, so here we are at the gate. Got a new gate. So this makes us feel kind of safe. I'm sure if somebody wanted to go through that gate, they could get through it. As you can see, everything is pretty much stoned over on the inside fence area. There's a little under 5 acres here, or a little over 4. I'm not sure if it's 4.23 or 4.93. There seems to be some confusion about the size of the lot, but at any rate, that over there on the other side is the majority that's not inside what I call like our living area in here, and that's we've left it kind of wild, but we are cleaning up a lot of, you know, we clean it up out there too, but we've basically left it wild desert, which is pretty cool. This is our citrus grove. We have lemons, limes, oranges, and tangelos so far. And then I don't know if you can see that, just beyond that, on the other side of the fence, we put in 2 of each. Almond, apricot, apple, pear, and peach that are low chill hour fruit trees that do well here in the desert in Arizona, hopefully. So we did that this year. We've moved we've moved so much stone. We like working a quarry. So it's an ongoing thing. There's no shortage of stone to be moved. Over there, so there's our neighbors, and they're working on their property still too. They said they're moving a pool. They haven't gotten around to that yet. They're moving it. They've done a lot of work on the backyard, and I guess they're moving that and fixing up that guest house in the back. Their other house, their main house, I don't think you can see it here. It's up in the front. They're very nice neighbors. They've been out here since the 80s. Anyway, we put in a little vineyard. grapes do real well here in the Arizona desert, believe it or not. I'll get closer to that later. And then we've got fig trees back there. And on the front here, I've got bougainvillea going, red ones, the classic red in the front. Hopefully, you know, they're starting to grow out and spill over the pony wall. That's my desire. Hopefully that'll work out well. And I've got other things that are planting. I've done a lot of experimenting. You know, you can't fight the desert here. It's best to just go with what works well, because it's a very harsh environment in the summertime, and you know, you just lose your mind otherwise. So it's, you know, you don't want to fight it. But we've learned a lot from how the Jews went to Israel and turned that, you know, kind of hellhole into a beautiful oasis. The climate is very similar to Israel. All of Arizona, really, it's very similar to the country of Israel, up and down, up in the highlands and all. We did put in, I'm excited, we have Italian blue cypress all along the fence there. They do really well out here. They're going to get to be about, you know, they go way up, like between 50 and 100 feet, and they break the wind, and they're just gorgeous. And we put in, we've got 20 of them along the fence line there. John still has a few more to plant. We've been doing that the last couple weeks. And I can't wait for those to get going, because apparently they're very fast growers and they love this crazy desert environment. Who knew? So that'll be kind of nice. They're like arborvitae. I don't know if they are the same as arborvitae. They're called Italian blue cypress. But they look like arborvitae. So I'm going to go in the house now, up on the porch. Yeah. This is our front porch. I'm coming up on this. A little bit of a glare. We've done a lot of work. You know, everything was basically here. That's what the nice thing about this property was. We've just updated everything. But the placement was actually pretty good. This cement work, these steps, we've added some top coating to the cement, which makes it real nice. And it's a nice porch. Surprisingly cool in the summertime. We have, you know, it's a Western theme. We've got that cowboy thing going as much as possible. We have lots of horses in the neighborhood. Lots of Canadians bring their horses down for the winter, and we have many neighbors that have horses. So this is kind of, we added some flagstone. We're probably going to add more around the outside walkways. Purple bougainvillea. It's not blooming yet, but this is our vineyard that we've put in. It's pretty exciting. We're looking forward to all that greenery and the grapes. We just put in, the front row has Cabernet Sauvignon, but the rest we've gone with table grapes. We'll be doing some drying. The foliage is just spectacular here. Obviously, when it gets going, the green is just very soothing in the desert. So that's a big plus. Fig trees do real well. So we've got a few different variety of figs in there. I've got velvet mesquites that are doing excellent here. And then behind that, more Palo Verde. So that layer, those couple of layers of shade. This is the western exposure that really beats on the house a lot. And that's the one that, you know, is the killer. So these trees are going to go a long way in bringing more coolness in the summertime. This is an outside view of, let's see, the fence, and of course we have all new air conditioning, heating, AC. It's like we got a brand new house. Basically, we gutted it and redid the whole thing, and it's very, very comfortable now, like a brand new house. And there's the fence for our doggies to keep the coyotes out. We've got the double fence. You know, we've never had them come over the fences. We see them walking out there, trotting back and forth, and they're beautiful. We've never had any problem with them, but we didn't want to take any chances, so we put this big high fence around the back area here, and that's where our doggies go out and they're safe when they're out, and they can just play out there during the day. Okay, so I'm gonna take you back inside. So it's winter here too, like everywhere else, and even though it doesn't seem like winter back east or some of the more or in the Midwest, it's, you know, we notice it. When you live in Arizona, you know when it's winter. It feels like winter here. Although thankfully it's not as rough. The summers are the tough part. Just so you know. Okay, so in we come. I don't know if you remember what this looked like before, but John really has pulled off another spectacular. So my ceiling is shiplap all through the house. That's I love it. You recognize all my furniture from my other houses. I've been carrying stuff around for 40 years. And a lot of it belongs to my grandparents, so it's pretty old. There's some of my Aunt Judy's glass collection. I took that. I've had that for quite a while too. My coffee, whatever you call it, hutch. John built that for me years and years and years ago. And beautiful kitchen. So we had taken out, there was a wall kind of in the middle here. This was sort of divided almost into 2 rooms, and we opened it up. So, but really, we just replaced a lot of the cabinets. John built the center, just with the cabinets that we had. We just reconfigured everything. You know, John, I mean, he's super talented. I got the ideas, but he makes them come to life. So, and let's see, this is our family room, living room slash. We put in, I mean, it's basically the same. We just, you know, it's amazing what some paint, and of course we changed all the floor. We did put the brick face on the fireplace. It's just an electric fireplace that was in there because obviously we don't need an intense fireplace here in the desert, but it, you know, if we need to flick on a little extra heat, it works, but mostly it's just a pretty show. And you probably recognize, those of you from family, there's stuff from Grandma and Grandpa's house from when we were kids. This is out in the back. Sliding doors, we just put sliders in. Come on, Chi-Chi. Tug is at the vet. He's getting a dental cleaning. His teeth were really bad, so he had to go in for that. We just, I don't know if I can get this, if you can see. So this is our courtyard, kind of the garage. That's our next project. We're moving in there to get it insulated and do our craft rooms in half of it, and you know, John's stained glass shop, and then the other half will just be workshop garage. And there were other buildings here that we could use. This we have around. We had to build a container for blueberries and tomatoes because the soil here is just too alkaline to handle it. So you have to control the soil. I have the gate around because Chi-Chi likes to get up in there and dig in them. So I just put a little fence around. It's not too pretty at the moment, but it looks beautiful. So this is the inside of the fence there. Chi-Chi's very nervous. She doesn't know where Tuggy is, her buddy. She wants him to come back. All right. So I'll go in here, I think, if I can get in. No, I can't. It's locked. All right. So I'll take you on the tour of the rest of the house quickly. Okay, so this is our master bedroom. We didn't change any of the footprint. We just, of course, painted, put the floor down. All new window. All the windows were pulled out and replaced with brand new, beautiful windows. Very energy efficient. Now, the bathroom area here, John, we did gut it, and John redid. We took out all the ugly stuff. This is my laundry area in the bathroom, and he put in a beautiful shower. There was one of those ugly old it was a 2000, the big garden tub, which, I mean, it was just ducky. And we close up those windows and put in a new one. So anyway, there's me and John on our wedding day. Who'd have thought we would be the ones standing? At least for now. Hopefully another 40 years. Okay, so that's that bedroom. This is one of my favorite things. I did not have a pantry, and since we had this big space when we opened up the wall, I said, you have to make me a pantry. So he built a beautiful pantry. And we got lots of room in there for lots of storage. The original one is just that little closet over there. It was just the original. It's not real big, minimal. So I got lots of storage space here in the house, as well as out in the garage. This is, I keep all the doors shut to keep the dogs around. This is like the hallway closet here. This is the second guest bathroom. We put a skylight in. This was the only room that didn't have a natural light source, so we put a skylight in. Like that a lot. This is kind of a little mess. This is a guest bedroom, but it's also currently where my office is. I work from home. I have for years and years and years. It's really good, so I was way ahead of, now everybody does, but I've been doing it for years. But we plan to move my office out into my craft room in the garage. There should be enough room that I can move it out there too, hopefully. So we're hopefully moving on that. We're starting to move on that now. But this is we have this guest bedroom. And then we have this guest bedroom, which is a little bit of a catch-all. When nobody's here, obviously. I kind of use this room to wrap gifts and just stand by. It's my ironing room. This is where all my pictures of my kids are now. Grandkids. So this is a nice little bedroom. Both of these extra bedrooms have pretty huge closets. Pretty stunning, really, for this house. It's a nice house. It's not too big, not too small. It's just right, all on one floor. And then this was the mudroom. So this was a project. It's one of my art projects. I don't know if you can tell if it comes through it. It always cheers me up, that window. I love it. So this is where originally the washer and dryer was when we bought the house, but we put these closet doors on. This is now our kind of our main closet where we keep our coats and vacuum cleaners and all that. It's kind of like a mud room, I guess. It's just sort of a space. It goes out onto the back porch there. But you know, it's a good space. We made good use of the spaces. So that's pretty much that. Let's see. So this should be the last one. I'm gonna go outside and show you around a little bit more. Of course, you know, we've got projects still going on and it's never ending. But what would I do? I always have to have something to be working on. Got a lot of energy to burn. I don't drink that much coffee, actually, believe it or not. But I'm just naturally high energy. So's John. So, keeps us out of trouble. Anyway, so this is looking down across from this view. This is where we park our vehicles. This nice covered parking was here, my truck. And here's our 1960 Jeep Willys project. This is from the year I was born. And it's getting ready to go into the Jeep farm to get some more mechanical work done. We've been working away at it, and then the plan is we'll do the outside the body work. We're gonna paint it yellow and black and pretty it up on the outside, do our thing. Kind of in conjunction with our bees. You know, we're gonna be keeping bees soon, hopefully. We're gonna give that a try. Got lots of room, more energy to burn up. So anyway, that's hopefully, that's going very soon. And here's John's tractor. I don't know, we're thinking about trading it in for a John Deere with more implements. We don't know. This is a digger that's here that I think we're going to sell this because we're really not using it that much. We're thinking about getting a different tractor, or at least seeing if we can get more implements for this guy. We don't really know. This tractor we bought with the property, it's a Chinese workhorse. I don't know what it's, workhorse. Anyway, it's fine. You know, you definitely need a tractor in a property like this. But we're thinking, well, maybe we can, you know, trade off and we get some other implements that we can do a lot of the work that we like to get done, you know, the trenching and whatnot, because we're still putting in pipes and planting and whatnot. So anyway, that is pretty much it. I hope this video gives a little idea of what we've been up to for the last 3 years. So we miss you all, and we hope that we soon are able to see everyone. I'll try to get a view of the mountains behind me. Let's see. Can I turn it? Alright, so there's the mountain behind us. It's a really nice little valley that we're in here. As it turns out now, after 3 years, we're watching people buy properties up around here and fix them up. And honestly, I don't think we could afford this property now. But that's good news for us, I suppose. You know, if we want to sell it, move on to something else. But for now, we're real happy here. It's a beautiful, peaceful, quiet place. We're only 8 miles from town. It feels like we're, you know, it's really isolated, but we've got quite a few neighbors, and, you know, the huge farm operation across the road that I really enjoy watching, and the mountains in the distance. So just beautiful, beautiful scenery. So we're okay for now. Anyway, that's our video. Hope you enjoy.